Okay, this is going to be kind of a quick video. You can see when I don't have the camera on a mount and I'm moving around, uh, things are going to be quick. Last night, I went ahead and got the um, the doors all veneered, and you can see I've added the veneering all the way around, and you can see here that in some of these I have like little seams. This really doesn't matter much on the veneering that goes underneath something else because I'm going to be putting the brown paper over top of this, so that won't matter that much. So I wanted to show you that I have to get the carton board that I save from like packages, food packages especially, because that's, my most ready available that I can get. You can see here I've gotten everything trimmed down. I also trimmed down some veneering strips. I've put them off to the side because I don't want to accidentally throw them away, because sometimes when you see a bunch of stuff like this, it's like, well, what is this? And you can see it's got all the stuff. This was spaghetti off a spaghetti box. Veneering strips out of spaghetti boxes is just fabulous because it's all already nice and long. And you can see here, that's a pizza box, and most of that's spaghetti and cereal. Cereal box. They're all a little different. When did we get that cereal? I don't remember eating that. I don't even like that cereal. Hurts my mouth. Anyway, I pretty much don't mind what kind. They're all of varying colors, etc. It doesn't really matter as long as it's going to cover. Now, I think one of these, you can see there's like some weird little marks. I think there's another one in here that's really kind of looks a little, yeah, there we go. They look a little manky. But it doesn't matter, because as long as it's not like rippled or there's something actively like growing on it, I can still get it to go flat, and I know that something else is going to go over the top of it. So I've prepped all this, and when I say prepped, I just went through with my straight edge and I just cut off all of the sides so they're straight, so I can kind of puzzle piece them together on the larger pieces, because I'm going to do today what I finished up or started doing yesterday, which is putting all of those on top of these, which again gives it a little bit more strength. With regular cardboard you can kind of make indentations, but between the glue and this, it makes it nice and hard. Now, before I take it apart, I know that on this area, this, and the back, I'm going to be adding kind of a mural, if that makes sense. I'm going to paint it onto paper that I'm going to wrap around cardboard. So I have here, this is some poster. It's not really board, but it's more like paper. I'm just going to quickly make some templates of the insides of this, so I have them ready to go, and keep the templates so then I can use those as pattern pieces for the pieces that will go in there. Does that make sense? But prior to taking anything apart, I've gone in here with my pencil and I've marked where everything is going to hit. I just came around here with my pencil and did this to these edges, so I know how big this piece needs to be without really measuring it, because the measuring doesn't matter to me. I just need it to fit. And knowing that, if you can see here, all of these pieces rest on this, so it's the full piece minus the back piece, and it's just easier to do the tracing than the measuring, because the measuring could be off, and I really don't want it to be off, if that makes any sense. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take apart the piece. I'm going to take all the pins out. I'm going to do a little sanding to make sure these pieces fit better. I'm going to create these inside template pieces, and then I'm going to add on all of the edging to the pieces that show here on the front. The back ones don't matter much because I can basically, I'm going to do all of the edging and the inside stuff, then glue it together, then put this on the outside, if that makes any sense. So you won't see that anymore. It'll all be gone. You won't be able to see any of that. So I don't have to double up my work. And believe it or not, it takes a long time for me to figure out the sequences. Sequence seems to be my word of the year. I need to get the proper sequence of construction. So I'm not going, oh crap, I forgot to take the patterns. So now I'm going to have to do, there's another method I can do with paper. You do post-it notes and you put them in and you can get the rough dimensions and make it fit well. But that just takes so much more time, and it's so much easier to just make the pattern piece now, which means I need to have a definite plan of where I'm going with the next steps. Like, I'm still thinking about those hinges. So by the next time you see this, I should have all of this covered and glued together, with the exception of this isn't going to be finished yet. I'm going to be taking off the lid of this because this lid is going to be made into something else, and I'm going to put another lid on this that matches these insides. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff going on in this piece for such a simple looking piece. So that's kind of where I am right now. And I should, by tomorrow, be having this sit and be quiet for a little bit because I want all the glue to set, and then I can start on the paper, the outside paper and some of the inside stuff. So that's what I'm doing. I still need to locate a newspaper. And it's raining outside. I'm sorry, yesterday's video, everything just like stopped abruptly because as I was turning around, I accidentally hit the off switch on the side of my camera phone. So you can see here my little babies. There's my little seedlings, and the little teeny one right there, that's a creeping Jenny. Yeah, I actually pulled those off a plant that I saw outside, and they're rooting very nicely. Hopefully I'll have a nice little pot of those by the end of the summer. So yeah, the weather outside is just horrible. It's like down to like 10 Celsius. 11 Celsius is just miserable and rainy. So I'm glad I'm inside and I'm working on things. So I will see you in the next video. Well, maybe I'll still see you now. Why are you not stopping?